Hi Libra, Healing Grasshopper here to do your last reading in March, the 25th to the 31st. Look at who got the Emperor. The Emperor is coming out a lot this week. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Emperor is about taking charge of one's life, confidently, defiantly, right? But the Third of Pentacles is people noticing, right? This is the Master Craftsman card. The craftsman is being approached by two patrons who respect and admire him and want to commission his work, right? So this is all about respect and esteem here. And here you are commanding it. Absolutely. Here's the Ace of Wands here, which is spirit. It's spirit coming in to lend you some help, an extra turbocharge, right? Because here it's almost like you have become the emperor. I don't want to say egoically there on your own steam, because our successes are always fed in some way by spirit. But it's like, for the most part, also you have free will. So even if spirit is there nudging you and helping you, doesn't mean that you're going to get there anyway. There's effort that you have to put forth to get there, and you have done that. Um, but here is spirit. Like, okay, this is the game plan. Here is, the turbo fuel for you. Queen of Wands is about a good attitude and confidence. Well, optimism. Yes, she absolutely has confidence. It's true. But her thing more is like an optimistic can do attitude attached to your steely confidence here. Very powerful combination. So let's see what else we got. You know what, Libra, there's very much the feeling of I'm going to go get what's mine. I'm going to go get what I deserve. No one's going to give it to me, so I'm going to go out there and get it for myself. Either of these reversed? Six of Cups is about dreaming your wildest dreams. It can sometimes talk about managing your expectations. Yes. Spirit is saying yes. There is that. Okay. The primary. message here, though, is dreaming your wildest dream and not being afraid to do so. But justice is right next to it. So this, and yeah, it's attached to it here. So there is a message here of, it's like, yes, you're going places, but don't expect too much too soon. But don't let it stop you from dreaming. You understand? There's like a balance there. Hmm. Reversed. Okay. The other message of justice is one of justice, karma, because the next card after justice is the conflict card, the sparring card, the competition card. And it's in a diagonal. Hold on. So let's get the other two cards for now. Okay, good. It's in a diagonal here with the Six of Cups. Okay. So, Libra, as you are building your new lives and you are going for it in the most exciting way here, courageous way, your road is not going to be completely smooth, especially not in this week. You know, there are always bad apples on our path. There are unfortunately a variety of people at different spiritual levels, you know. Your heart is soaring here. You are ascending. Everyone who's attracted to this channel are light workers. We are always working to um, ascend and calibrate our inner light brighter and brighter, not just for ourselves, but to shine bright for others, to lead the way, right? Which sounds very abstract and poetic, but there is literal meaning there. Um, you just being on this earth will affect people in different ways and present the opportunity for them to grow spiritually. Okay? Now, there's something that I've learned in my own life in the past 10 years that I wish to God that I knew when I was younger. Um, I came across an article one day years ago. It was something like, actually, I think I saw a YouTube video first, and the title was like, why do they hate you? Why do people hate you for no reason, right? And I was like, yeah. So I clicked on it. Thank God. And there was the greatest message in there that talked about the empath mirror effects. It's fascinating, right? some empaths are, I have a very hard time saying this word, gifted with a spiritual mirror, right? It does not feel like a gift, though. It really does feel like a curse. But this spiritual mirror um, acts as a reflection in front of a person who has insecurities that they are hiding, you know, self loathing and that kind of thing. Um, that when they come across us, the spiritual mirror kind of reflects it back at them. And subconsciously, it kind of stirs it all up. I'm not explaining it very well. I'm going to have to read the article again so I can explain it better. But it stirs those negative emotions up to the point where they are agitated, but they don't consciously understand why they're agitated. All they know is that what they're feeling feels like it's coming from you, right? Because you are the one standing in front of them, emanating back to them their shadow, right? So it just feels like you're emitting some kind of negativity. So oftentimes, um, empaths with mirrors will come across people who will project things at them, which I swear to you, if I had a dime for every time someone projected something at me, and before I knew about this mirror, I would say to myself, they're projecting. Again, why do people always project at me? Because I'm a mirror, right? This is coming to mind here. I think that I'm speaking to a number of mirrors here. Look up the empath mirror effect. It's fascinating. Um, so, how does the mirror work? Guys, you can walk into a room and then tell me in the comments if this sounds familiar. You can walk into a room and have people give you dirty looks right away. And you're like, what? Ah, or give you attitude right away. And you're like, what? I didn't even say good morning yet. Like, I'm over here minding my own business. And, I've had people, like, I'm from New York, like on the subway. I could be sitting reading a magazine or a book or whatever, minding my own business. And, those mentally ill folks, homeless folks, will often choose me, the one person of maybe 80 people in the train car, to yell at. That kind of thing. So, anyway, I digress. But in painting the picture here, you can um, take it how it resonates here. How you are going to be minding your business here, dreaming your dreams and um, making your plans and putting together actions or whatever it is. And there are going to be people who, for whatever reason, want to throw rotten eggs at you out of nowhere. And you're like, why? I didn't do anything to you, right? So that's why the justice card is attached to the five of wands here. And by attached, I mean Five of Wands came out after the Justice card, right? Justice in conflict. But see, here's the amazing thing. You have the Hermit card next. So the Hermit card, it's like let your inner light, your higher self, and spirit guide you through these moments because, again, these mirror moments feel like adversity, but it is why, it's almost literally why you've been put on this earth. It's why you've been given this mirror that feels like a curse. Because you are there to show other people their shadows so they can grow. And I know that sounds like a ton of bricks, like, oh my God, it's so much responsibility. No, it's not. You don't have any responsibility here other than not contributing to the low vibration. That's all your responsibility is here, which can be difficult because sometimes people are so irritating, you want to punch them in the mouth, you know? But we are light workers. We're not going to do that. We need to keep our karmic footprints as small and but bright as we can. I'm borrowing that from carbon footprints, right? Hold on. This is here, not reversed. Ah, yeah. I'm not surprised. We'll get to this in a moment because I don't feel like we're finished here. I because I want you to fully understand here that there is no burden here. The mirror does all the work, okay? It awakens their shadow, it riles them out up. You are not at all responsible for the outcome. You just need to be you and be the highest vibrational you. And but by the way, the higher vibrational you are, it's kind of the more irritated they become. Um, but that's okay. Um, don't throw insults back at them. You don't have to be, overly kind either. Just your silence, just don't engage in the arguments. Um, you can say things like, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know, just deal with it as highly vibrational as you can. Here we have Knight of Pentacles. Remember I talked about over here managing your expectations? Um, this isn't to say that, it's very likely that you are going to achieve what you want to achieve, just not as quickly as you would like it to. And oftentimes we dream a dream, and the universe does deliver us the dream, but not quite in the way that we imagine them. Um, Most of the time, we realize it's even better than we imagined, right? But again, there's that still phrase that's come again, don't be attached to the outcome. You've got it here in a diagonal. Don't be attached to your outcome or the outcome of others. You know, there's and then you have spirit up here like leading you, right? You've got to be spiritually flexible in how you flow through life, right? Yes, you have a dream, and yes, you're allowing yourself to be led by your inner compass and by spirit. Um, but with that comes faith and flexibility and not rigidity, right? And the same thing here, too. We're not going to be stubborn or defiant. But anyway, here, the Knight of Pentacles, I call this the Rome wasn't built in a day card. This is, um, knights are about action, right? But he is on a still horse. He is not moving, but he has a pentacle in his hand that represents material gain. He knows that he's on a path to abundance, but he knows that it's a marathon and not a sprint, that things take planning to get there and develop, right? He also knows that the journey is just as important as the destination, right? So these are the things that you need to remember in this line here. Your confidence here, your dreaming the dream and your desires, and your patience in getting to where you want to be. Ace of Cups reversed. No. Here's your heart's desire being delivered to you. This is be patient because you will be rewarded. It is coming. So, what does that mean for this week? It means that you should, number one, do everything you can to stoke that fire within you to move towards what you want. Number two, you need to spend time on your own and reach within and really become more and more acquainted with your inner compass, your intuition, right? And that's also going to help you hear the direction of spirit better. So, Libra, this is taking time with yourself and communicating with spirit. There are no other people involved here. Even if you're married, you're not bouncing things off your spouse or anything. You are taking time out alone to work things out on your own. Don't forget your confidence. And look at this line here. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands are above this. This is like confidence and dignity, too, that you carry into conflict. That you're an emperor and a queen. You're not going to stoop down to others' level. But also, um, optimism is key because, yes, you're on a long road here to success, but you're going to come across difficulties. Don't let it get you down, is what it's saying. Do we have clarity? Advice? No advice. Okay, so that's the reading, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for staying till the end. It really does help me. Um, Thank you to all of you who are already subscribed. Um, every single one of you means the world to me. But even if you feel you are subscribed, please do check because some of you will be surprised to see that you're not. Okay, if you're not, please do click that button and the like button as well. It's a quick gesture that costs you nothing and really does help me out and helps the channel grow. Um, don't forget the notification bell because I'm always posting. I post almost daily, so don't miss them. Um, but you don't have to wait for the notifications though. If you think of me, come have a quick peek at the channel and see if there's anything new because oftentimes there will be. Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel, you can number one, share this channel with anyone whom you feel might benefit from it or enjoy it, but also have a look at the playlist section. I have many lists made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks while you're winding down in bed and even sleeping. Because watch hours are what a small channel like this one needs to grow and thrive. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for your support. I love all of you. Enjoy your week, Libra. Love, light, and many blessings.